So welcome to session 10 where you're going to learn how to turn fans into customers with content marketing. And the important thing to remember, and I've said this over and over and I'll say it again, fans and people who have liked your page don't buy from you, customers do. And my friend Eben Pagan, who's a very successful online internet marketer, said that content is now the path to cash. And you've heard that cash is king. Well, now content is king, and content is now cash. And the thing to understand is that marketing is so much more than just promoting and selling your products and services. It's so much more than simply getting people to attend a webinar. It's so much more than just trying to sell your stuff. Marketing is about adding value to your customers. And a great way to do that is to provide free education to market and sell your services. And education right now is being used successfully to help people solve their problems and see your solutions. Also, education helps build credibility and trust, which are essential to getting fans to take action and become customers. And this is the mainstream of marketing today only because it works. So creating content that attracts prospective customers means providing valuable information to your customers. So maybe that's a free chapter of your book. Maybe that's a free report that you put together. Maybe that's a video, a white paper, tips, tricks, etc. So here's some of the types of content marketing out there. You can have an ebook, or a regular book, editorial marketing, infomercial, advertorials, blogs, articles, online videos, and the list goes on. The important part about this is there's no more valuable thing than you can do in your marketing than building your email address list. There's no more valuable asset today in today's online marketing world than your list. And your Facebook page and website need to be worth your prospective customers' time to fill out your opt-in list. No more can you just say, read my newsletter or subscribe to my newsletter. Nobody wants to subscribe to my newsletter. Nobody wants to subscribe to anybody's newsletter. Why? Because our email inboxes are so full. So it's a risk for your customers to give their email addresses, so it better be worth it. And what are you giving them that's worth it? So here's an example. When we built our email list of 2,500 people for our wellness community in Costa Rica. Now, by many marketing standards today, a list of 2,500 people may be a very, very small list. I have friends that have 2.5 million people on their list. But we had a very, very targeted list because only the people who registered for information on our website were actually interested in purchasing into a wellness community in Costa Rica. So this was our opt-in page, and it's also our homepage on our website. And what were we trading information for? Well, what I recommend that you do is I recommend that you trade some kind of information that's worth at least $100 to people, at least $100. So in our case, people would say they could register to get floor plans, pre-construction pricing, and early selection information. Well, that might be worth a lot more than $100. That could be worth tens of thousands, if not more, dollars. So people would fill out that information and register for pricing. Here's another example for people who are register for a free training. Now, if I put here, enter your name and valid email to register for my newsletter, probably no one would fill this out. However, what we say here is enter in your email to get instant access to learn the free training of how to get traffic to your website and sales for your business from Facebook. Well, that's 10,000 people literally have filled that out. Here's another way that we get emails. And again, we're trading value for emails. So on our yoga page, the largest yoga page in the world, when the free value that we offer people in exchange for their email is the chance to get on our wall and get seen by 1.2 million yoga fans. So when somebody, in order for somebody to submit the photo, it doesn't cost them anything to get on our wall and get a tremendous amount of visibility. All they have to do is upload a photo on our Facebook Yoga Poses Guide. So this is a custom Facebook application that we built, and it's free. Anybody can use it. Anybody can have it. But when somebody puts in their photo, we get their email address. Here's another example, and we're doing this one right from our Facebook page. So attract customers now on Facebook, gets likes, and makes sales. Register for the free training video. And it's very specific. On the free video, you're going to finally learn how to make money from Facebook. Get likes, make sales, learn the #1 secret called my photo album stack, and so on. And remember, if I had just said register for my newsletter, no one would have filled this out. But you get the free training along with my newsletter. What can you give away in exchange for an email address? So I want you to make an offer that's worth at least $100. An easy way of doing this is you could offer a half hour of time of free consulting. You could offer a free information product. You could offer a free white paper. If you are marketing your book, and let's say you have one of the ways that we're marketing our book is we're giving away the free first chapter. Now, that's not worth $100 because we sell the book for $9, but it's helpful if you can make an offer that's worth at least $100, like a free report or something like that. That can work out very well, and a lot of people might be interested in exchanging their email address. So if you're a fiction author, if you're an author and your book, nobody's ever heard of you before, and all you're offering is the first chapter of your book, you may have a hard time getting lots of email addresses. Now, for me, if we're offering the first chapter of our book, but we're marketing to 200,000 people who know our stuff already, then it may be worth it to them. People may have a higher perceived value and maybe more willing, and they really are more willing to give their email address. But that's because I've spent a lot of time and energy developing my Facebook page and adding value to our fans. So another really, really great way to get people to come to your website, see that you're the authority in your niche, and get their email address is to create an article stack. So an article stack, the concept is very similar to the photo album stack where you're stacking likes one on top of another. And the article stack lives on your blog. Now for us, our website and our blog is the same thing. Our blog lives on our website. But the article stack lives on our blog. And what you're able to do here is to use social proof to demonstrate your status as an authority in your niche. Now, one question is, where are the articles going to come from? You can certainly write the articles yourself, but if you're like me, I'm not a very good writer. I don't have time to write my articles, so I have people write my articles for me. I don't write them at all. I would much rather make videos and do these kinds of trainings with my time because that's what I'm better at. So there's a couple places that we get some of our articles from. Now, if you have zero budget, you could go to articlesbase.com and get free articles. It kind of hurts your search engine optimization, but for us, I don't care about search engine optimization because all my traffic comes from Facebook, but you may care about it a lot. So if you do care about search engine optimization, don't use Articlesbase. If you're like me and don't, then you might want to use it. However, we always hire professional writers to write our articles, so we want to have really high quality articles. So our paid articles, you can go to iWriter.com or you can go to myarticlesexpress.com. So here's a great one, iWriter.com. So you can hire online writers for as little as $1.25 an article. Now, I don't recommend $1.25 an article. They're not going to be very good quality. We pay $15 an article for ours, and they're about 400 words, and that works great for our Costa Rica yoga page. So we'll go and we'll get 30 articles written at a time, and that fills our article stack for the next several months. So here's an example of what is the article stack and why does it work. And so I first want to show you the largest trafficked blog in the world, which is the Huffington Post. So this is one page on the Huffington Post. And on this one page on the Huffington Post, you can see here It was a sad post, Whitney Houston's last song, and it got 6,200 shares on Facebook, and that's impressive. That's a whole lot of likes, comments, and shares. But then on the right-hand side, this was on the front page also of the Huffington Post when the Russian Olympics were coming up. So you can see it's January 30th, 2014. When this was posted, it got 139 shares. Now, for the largest trafficked blog in the world to only have 139 shares, what that tells you is it's hard to get a lot of people to like and share your stuff on your blog. So now let's compare that, the largest blog in the world, to my blog. So let's go to trackcustomersnow.com/blog, and here you can see 5,408 likes on top of my blog. Now remember, we just saw the largest blog in the world, and when you compare, and you know most blogs, you can see most blogs have 0 likes on the top, or a few very hard fought likes. We have 5,000. It's because of the article stack. Because every time we post an article, and in this case it's my video blog, and every time we were posting videos, we were posting it on the same page and driving traffic to the same page and accumulating likes over time. So let me just show you another example. This is our Costa Rica Yoga.org page. So if you go to Costa Rica Yoga.org, I think we're up to 160,000 likes now. And what you see here is that we've accumulated lots and lots and lots of likes. Again, we didn't get 100,000 likes on this one blog. This one blog is Costa Rica Yoga Vacations, but we accumulated lots and lots of likes over that time frame. So here's the mistake that almost everybody makes with their blog, and your developer almost by default will likely put in a social media sharing widget. If you're on WordPress, they'll probably be using a widget. And like me, ours is on WordPress, where they add one like button for every single post. Now, there's nothing wrong with adding one like button for every single post in and of itself, except for the fact that if you have lower traffic than the Huffington Post, like all websites do, then you're likely to have social proof working against you. So if people come to your blog and they scroll down and all of your blog posts have 0 or 1 like, that is social proof. It's just not the kind you want. So if you don't have a ton of traffic, a article stack can be a great way to establish yourself as an authority in your niche. So when people come to our Costa Rica Yoga.org page, they get very clear that we are the authority in that area, just because of the number of likes we have and for no other reason. So you can create your article stack. You can turn your existing blog into an article stack very easily by having your developer go and add one like button to the top of your blog. So your developer, and again, I'm not a developer, and this is as detailed as we're going to get with these kinds of things. Tell your developer, go to developers.facebook.com and pull in the like button. So they go and they find the like button and they put in the URL to like, and they click get code. They get the code and they put it into your they put it in the right spot on your blog. So here is your exercise. Question number 1. Where will your information, what information will your customers value most? Is it articles on wellness? Is it articles on making money? Is it articles on marketing or reducing stress? What kind of value will your customers, what information will your customers value most? Now, also, guess what? When you're doing your customer avatar interviews, you want to ask them that question. What kind of information will help you solve your problems? So whatever your biggest problem is, what kind of information would help you solve it most? If you ask the question, what kind of information would make you opt into my newsletter? People are so resistant to that, you might say nothing. There is nothing you could say to me to get me to opt into your newsletter. And that's not true, actually. If you just simply ask the question a different way, if you ask them, what is your greatest problem or challenge as it relates to what you do? And then the next question is, well, what kind of information would you want to help you solve that problem or challenge? That's the information that they would value most. Next, where will your content come from? Are you going to have somebody else write your content? Are you going to write it? Are you going to do a video blog? Are you going to do a podcast? Are you going to do audio? What are you going to do? Next, what other industry professionals can you team up with to share content? Now, a lot of people would consider other industry professionals or may consider other industry professionals as competitors. What we're finding is that the people who are most successful in online marketing find people who, traditionally may be considered competitors, but then team up and market each other's content and do it in the form of joint ventures. I'm doing a joint venture call on Monday with another very popular online marketer, my friend Brian Moran, who is a big Facebook marketer. And I'm a Facebook marketer as well. And you might say, well, wait, you're competitors. Well, I don't really look at it that way. I look at it as I have a lot of valuable content that he doesn't teach, and he has valuable content that I don't teach, so we can really complement one another, and we can use that to, I can get more customers from his tribe and vice versa. So last is if you're going to do written content, where's the written content got to come from? And as I mentioned before, I use iWriter. So go to if you want, go to iWriter.com and you can get articles written for you very inexpensively. Again, I pay $15 an article, pretty much minimum. And if you do less than that, you would expect lower quality accordingly. So go ahead and do that exercise, and we will see you in session 11, where you're going to learn how to engage customers at point of sale with online chat.